This is Reksa with your B2B Cambodia Market update for May 29, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 0.52 points or 0.13%, closing at 405.75. The total trade volume was down with 69,985 shares change in hand for a total value of 306.8 million real or over $76,000. On the main board, Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority was the only stock that increased, rising by 32% or 20 real to 6,320 real per share. 4 stocks were down. The biggest loser of the day was the Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, which was dropped by 1.76% or 240 real to 13,400 real per share, followed by the Grand Twins International, which fell by 1.48% or 120 real per share. Other stocks that were also down include the Royal Phnom Penh SEZ and Sihanoukville Autonomous Port. Meanwhile, 4 other stocks on the main board remained flat. On the growth board, both stocks were up. JS Land rose by 1.12% or 30 real to 2,700 real per share, while DBD Engineering was up by 0.93% or 20 real to 2,160 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 18,842 shares change in hand at a total value of 130 million real or over $32,000, about 27% of the Thursday's trade volume. CamGSM recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 16,328 shares change in hand at a total value of 39 million real or over $9,700, approximately 20% of May 29th total trade volume. In other market news, Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority reported revenue growth in 2024. It reported revenue of 347 billion real, approximately $86 million, reflecting an increase of 14 billion, about $3.5 million, or 4.29%. The company's operating profit and net profit were also up due to the rising sale revenues, a surge in finance income, and a decrease in the tax expenses. CamGSM has also decided to distribute the dividend to Class A shares in accordance with the annual general meeting on May 29, 2025. The annual 7% guaranteed dividend, about 158.90 real per share, will be paid in 4 equal quarterly portions. The payment will be made on June 13, 2025. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to US dollars was slightly weakened to 4,004 real per US dollars, while the US index rose to 100.03. Looking at the global commodities, oil price rose by about $1 a barrel on Thursday after the US court blocked most of President Donald Trump's tariff. While the market was watching out for the potential new U.S. sanction curbing Russian crude flows and an OPEC Plus decision on the hiking output in July. Brent crude futures climbed $1.12 or 1.7% to $66.02 a barrel. The U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude advanced by $1.40 or about 1.8% to $62.98 a barrel. Gold prices dropped to a more than 1-week low on Thursday after the U.S. trade court blocked most of President Donald Trump's tariff, signaling easing trade risks and denting demand for the safe haven metal. Spot gold was down 0.3% at $3,281.19 an ounce after hitting its lowest since May 20 earlier in the session. U.S. gold futures dropped 0.5% to $3,279.10. The U.S. stock futures surged early Thursday as a federal court knocked down the President Donald Trump's reciprocal tariff. Solid earnings from artificial intelligence heavyweight NVIDIA also buoyed the market. At the time of Cambodia's market closing, the future tied to the S&P 500 rose 1.49%, while the Nasdaq 100 gained 1.88%. Dow futures climbed 470 points or 1.12%. This was Reksa with your B2B Cambodia Market update for May 29th.